Hello! Welcome to my channel. My name is Sasha. So, you guys, today I am super excited because we are going to be trying a new foundation. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me. I've never used it before. We're going to do a wear test on it today with my acne-prone and oily skin. The foundation is, drumroll, the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear. I have seen everybody and their mother and their uncle rave and rave and rave about this foundation, so I'm super excited to try it today. I bought this off Amazon for $11.48. I got the shade 405 Porcelain. I think will match pretty good. I got Porcelain because my Wet n Wild foundation is in the shade Porcelain, so I was like, it'll probably be a similar color, even though they're different brands. But I think I'm gonna start getting foundation that has a little bit more pinky tone in it, but I think this will work. This will be close enough. Let's read what it says online at Ulta. Introducing L'Oreal's breakthrough longwear foundation with breathable skin technology. Provides medium to full buildable coverage that lasts all day and allows the skin to breathe. Formula's 3 oil absorbers resist sweat, water, and transfer. Ultra thin liquid goes on smoothly to give a fresh, healthy looking complexion that lasts. Color stays true and blends in evenly so your makeup looks fresh all day. Non-comedogenic and formulated with SPF. Non-comedogenic is important for us acne girls. This foundation is suitable for all skin types. Like I said, I've heard everybody talk about this, so I have high expectations, so I'm excited to try it out. I'm super excited. Probably wear it for about 10 hours and see how it holds up. I have oily skin on top of my acne skin, so we're really gonna be putting this foundation to the test. I have moisturized my skin already, but I'm gonna prime quick. We are gonna go right in. A trick that you can use to make foundations last longer is, if you have oily skin, is to powder before you put your foundation on. But when I first try out a foundation, I do not like to do that because I like to see how the foundation performs just on its own. I'm just gonna go straight into the foundation. I'm gonna apply it with my Real Techniques beauty sponge, which is new. I stole it from my mother because she wasn't using it. In case you have never used this before, it has a pump. I am going to pump it right onto my sponge. We'll start with this much. Has a scent to it. I prefer when foundations don't have a scent. Okay, so I don't think that was nearly enough. I'm gonna pump it onto the flat part of the sponge so I can. It's definitely very lightweight, so they were not lying about that. On me, this is probably a medium coverage. I'm gonna use more. When I do liquid foundation, I try to use as little as possible, and even when you can still see some of my blemishes coming through, that's okay because I will go over it with the powder foundation. That's how I always do my makeup when I'm doing like a full face. But this isn't quite covering me enough, so I'm gonna add a little more. We'll do one more pump and see how that does. Okay, so it is building pretty nicely. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more pump. So this is a lot of pumps. I usually don't use this many like pumps when I do foundation, but it's pretty light. I don't feel like I'm caking it on yet, so I think I'm gonna do one more pump. And yeah, it's building really nicely. That's good. So I think we're gonna go with this. I'm not sure how many total pumps I just used. So far, so good. First impressions, super lightweight, which I love for a liquid foundation. Built super nice. Here's a close-up of how we're looking. So far, I am really liking it. This is a pretty good color for me. I'm gonna give this a minute to dry down, and then we're gonna go in with concealer. I've noticed a lot of L'Oreal products have scent to them, and I prefer when my makeup is unscented. I remember I got a thing of their translucent like setting powder, and that was also scented, but it didn't seem to bother my skin. Yeah, I don't know. I used up the entire thing and it didn't seem to bother my skin. This is non-comedogenic, so it shouldn't make me break out, but the scent does worry me a little because fragrance can be like an extra irritant. As it's drying down, I'm feeling it feel a tad like heavier, like I can feel it a little more now that it's drying down, but not much. It's not like this like cakey whatever. It's still really lightweight. Yeah, so far so good. Okay, I'm gonna go in with concealer, the e.l.f. Matte 16 Hour Wear Camo Concealer, shade Fair Warm. A little goes a long way, so you don't need a lot. Blend that out. Then I like to go in with my finger and just kind of push it in. I don't want my under eyes to start creasing. I'm going to start setting my face. I'm going to use the Coty Airspun Translucent Powder, which also has a strong scent to it. But the Coty Airspun doesn't seem to bother my skin either, so I don't know. I don't use it every day though. So here's how we're looking after we have set it down with translucent powder. So far, so good, once again. Now, I basically never use liquid foundations just on their own. I always do at least a light dusting of powder foundation, so I'm gonna go in with some of that. I'm gonna use Mineral Fusion in Warm 1. This is like my everyday foundation. I'm looking pretty even. I'm not mad about it, so I'm not gonna use a whole like layer, but I wanna do at least a light dusting. Okay, yeah, so I didn't do much powder foundation. I'm gonna go in with one more layer of some Coty Airspun. And I'm not gonna use setting spray today because, like I said, I really wanna see how this foundation performs on its own. So here's how we're looking. I'm gonna go in and bronze a little bit now. And now we're gonna contour a tad. We're gonna do some blush. Okay, our base is pretty much done. Here's how we're looking up close. I am going to do my brows and my eyes and my lips. I will just speed it up for you guys so you can watch if you want, or you can skip forward. I'm done with my makeup. Based off of first impression on this foundation, I really like it. And although I haven't worn it for a full day yet, I am understanding why there is so much hype around this foundation. It looks really nice. Like, obviously you can tell I'm wearing makeup and stuff, but it looks really skin-like. I think the finish is really pretty. I'm gonna go on with my life and we will see how this foundation holds up. So far, I really like it, but we will see how it wears. All right, I'm back. It has been 6 hours and here's how we're looking. I did not do any touch-ups. At one point, I grabbed my brush and just stamped a little around my nose. That was probably only like an hour and a half into wearing, maybe 2 hours. It wasn't like a real true touch-up or anything like that. My oils are definitely starting to come through. I am loving how this is wearing. I think it looks pretty natural for a liquid foundation. It feels pretty light. We're getting to the point where I would probably consider doing a touch-up, but for the sake of the video and the wear test, I'm not going to do any touch-ups. Usually the first 5 to 6 hours, makeup is pretty good, but then after that, things can start to go awry very quickly. I know it's soon, but so far, based on what I've seen today, this might be my new favorite liquid foundation. I know that's a big statement to say. That's all I have to say for now. All right, I am back. I've been wearing this foundation for a little over 10.5 hours. We are nearing 11 hours of wear. Let me give you a close-up of how I'm looking. Honestly, for a foundation that's not a matte foundation, the shine is not bad at all. Like, the only place that's like really shiny is like in my nose. I'm at the point where, like, if I were to continue wearing, I would definitely blot, but it's not so shiny that if for some reason I didn't have a blotting sheet, I would be freaking out. I would actually be okay just continuing to wear. Over 10.5 hours, I think my makeup still looks pretty good. This is without powdering underneath and without any sort of setting spray. I have to admit, guys, I have heard literally everybody rave and rave and rave about this foundation. I finally understand what they're talking about. The thing I like about it so much is that for a liquid foundation, it feels really light on my skin. When they say fresh wear and it's lightweight and all that, they weren't lying. I'm impressed. Totally worth the $12. I honestly don't have anything bad to say except for I wish it did not have a fragrance. I prefer fragrance free. That is my only complaint. I didn't like go to the gym and sweat my face off or anything like that today, so I would be interested to see how it wears like through sweat and stuff because it's supposed to be like water and sweat resistant and all that. As far as just foundation to wear, I really like it. I'm very happy with this purchase. I guess that's all I have to say. Subscribe to my channel for more acne prone and oily skin videos. Ring the bell so you get a notification every time I post a video. I post new makeup videos every Tuesday. I will see you in my next video. Peace out. Bye.